Ryzen 9 7945HX is 10% faster in gaming than Core i9 13950HX. AMD has announced the release of the latest Ryzen 7045HX, Dragon Range, series processors for high-end gaming laptops. The chip manufacturer claims that the Ryzen 9 7945HX provides an average of 10% higher gaming performance compared to the Intel Core i9 13950HX, Raptor Lake. This isn't the first time AMD has compared its 5nm Dragon Range processors to Intel's chiplets. However, the previous comparison was questionable, as the chipmaker used Intel's 12th generation Alder Lake chips as comparison points instead of the latest 13th generation Raptor Lake line. In this case, AMD is pitting the Ryzen 9 7945HX against the Core i9 13950HX, so it's a fair fight. However, keep in mind that the Core i9 13980HX is the flagship SKU for Intel's Raptor Lake line for mobile devices. Between the Core i9 13980HX and Core i9 13950HX, the difference in maximum frequency in turbo mode is 100 MHz, which puts the latter in second place in the stack of products of the Raptor Lake HX series. However, the Core i9 13950HX is still a better comparison to the Ryzen 9 7945HX, much better than the previous comparison when AMD threw it in the ring with the Core i9 12900HX, Alder Lake. The Ryzen 9 7945HX processor is installed on an Asus Strix Scar G17 gaming laptop with 32GB, 2x16GB. Of DDR5 memory and a GeForce RTX 4090 graphics card. On the other hand, the Core i9 13950HX was inside a GB Aorus 17X with similar specs. In addition, AMD conducted game tests in Windows 11 with 1080p, 1920 by 1080, resolution in 31 games at high settings. But still, when viewing the tests provided by the manufacturer, you need to treat the information somewhat skeptically. Combined, the Ryzen 9 7945HX delivers 10% better gaming performance than the Core i9 13950HX. After analyzing the results, it becomes clear that the Zen 4 chip did not dominate every game, and sometimes the difference in performance was minimal. The best performance of the Ryzen 9 7945HX was in Rainbow Six Siege, beating the Core i9 13950HX by 45%. The Zen 4 chip also showed its superiority in Dirt 5, Civilization V, Cyberpunk 2077 and Warhammer, DAO 3 with a performance margin of 30% or higher. In 4 games, the Ryzen 9 7945HX's gaming performance was within 1% of the Core i9 13950HX. Meanwhile, the Raptor Lake chip was faster in Far Cry 6 and Red Dead Redemption 2, but the performance difference was between 2% and 4%. Specifications can be misleading if consumers look exclusively at the number of cores and clock speed. For example, the Ryzen 9 7945HX has Zen 4 cores distributed over a 16-core configuration with 32 threads. Meanwhile, the Core i9 13950HX seems impressive on paper because of its 24 cores. However, this is a hybrid chip. Hence, only 8 of these cores are P cores, and the rest are just T cores. The Core i9 13950HX also boasts higher clock speeds. The Core i9 13950HX P cores are clocked at 5.5 GHz, while the Ryzen 9 7945HX is clocked at 5.4 GHz. Power metrics are also important for context. The Ryzen 9 7945HX has a configurable TDP, CTDP, ranging from 55 watts to 75 watts. On the other hand, the Core i9 13950HX has 55 watts of PBP, base CPU power, but MTP, maximum power in turbo mode, is set at as much as 157 watts. According to AMD benchmarks, the Ryzen 9 7945HX can offer up to 10% higher performance than the Core i9 13950HX, but delivers it with lower power consumption, making the Ryzen 9 7945HX an extremely energy-efficient performance chip that will delight laptop manufacturers. Reviews of laptops with AMD Dragon Range processors will appear this month, as the chip manufacturers has already sent reviewers samples. So, it will soon be possible to confirm or deny AMD's gaming claims and see if the systems based on them are among the best gaming laptops,